felt like Rocket Beach was the parachute to the ocean, but it's still 40 miles north of Superior. And the NASA crew, relatively, was given a 2-mile circle when they thought Rocket Beach was end up. So they would come out and notice the line, don't be in this circle from such and such and such and such time. No one knows.
How many stories?
If this were to be an office building, it would be 52 stories. But because it has those very large bays, we like to say it's the world's largest single-story building. Now that building jutting out to the right of it, that lower building, that's called the Launch Control Center. When we pass it, look back over your shoulder and you'll notice some windows up on the 3rd floor. And that's where the firing rooms are. That's where all the engineers and ground controllers sit on launch day, monitoring their systems to make sure everything is within launch constraints. You know, in the movies they push the big red button to launch? Well, that's where it would be, right here in these firing rooms. Now, if you look back to the VAB, that high bay that's on the right, that's high bay number 3. It has the doors open. And that's where we're going to be building our next rocket. And it has the big cleats, those kind of rust-colored cleats. That's the crawler transporter. So isn't this a nice view of it for you? The MLP, the mobile launch platform with the number 2, and then the crawler transporter underneath of it with the flags on the side.
We'll come back this way.
Each one of those cleats weighs 2,200 pounds, 57 cleats per track, times 8 tracks. So when you do all that multiplication, that's over 1 million pounds just tied up in her shoes. And that's why I always refer to her as a she. Because to have that much shoes, you've got to be female. Of the 6 missions that landed on the moon, the 12 men, all of them launched from Pad 39A, as well as 78 space shuttle missions have launched from Pad 39A.
And they don't use those anymore?
No, actually that's a very good leading question. Do they not use it anymore? NASA has no more plans to use it, so we've just signed a lease with SpaceX that they're going to modify it to launch their Falcon 9 Heavy rocket from there. So this is kind of a moment in time of this is what a space shuttle launch pad looks like, and very soon, like any day now, they're going to start making modifications to that to launch their rocket. So this is a good moment in time of this is what a space shuttle launch pad looks like. What I've been told was they originally put this pad in to mount cameras so that they could take pictures of launches from either A or B. You could not be this close because we're within that 3-mile radius. Right. So they would leave the cameras here taking photos as they left and abandon them. Well, the power, they didn't have that electric run out here yet, so they had diesel generators hooked up to them to provide them power. The story goes that there was so much acoustics, so much launch vibrations from that Apollo 4 launch off of Pad 39A that it actually made the fuel inside that generator foam up and made the generator cut out. So when they came back here to collect all their pictures afterwards, they're like, what? No pictures! So then they figured out what happened. So then they built the bunker to put the generator inside of it to help shield it from that shaking. That is what I've been told. I've not been able to confirm that or find anything contradicting it. Hello! Fly by Mars, and then 2035 it would be the first manned landing. So how old are you? Perfect age. might be that person.
You gotta say the main part then. Back.
That's a very important part. NASA intends to bring us back. I love this job. I get fresh victims every day.
You're from the marine reflectors?
Oh, I see.
Deflectors. Yes?
We just read about that. I thought you were teasing me.
No, I always pull in here.
Okay, yeah. So off the left side of the bus, these structures are made of steel and concrete. They're called flame deflectors. And what they do is they deflect the flame coming out of the rocket or space shuttle to make it go down into the flame trench where that water, the sound suppression system is. So it's made with a special fondue fire concrete designed to withstand high heat, but it still looks kind of melted. Isn't that kind of cool? So they have to refurbish that concrete periodically. But that's how they deflect that flame down to where they want it to go.
Đó thì cũng men så är detta så stort.
Oh, is that what they were doing?
Portarna är så höga att det räcker 45 minuter på hejsa upp.
This is launch control. T-minus 3 minutes and counting. We've completed our communications checks with the Apollo 8 astronauts in the cabin, and communications are go. During this period, once we do get the firing command, the various tanks within the 3 stages of the Saturn V launch vehicle begin to pressurize. We have firing command. The firing command is given on the automatic sequence T-minus 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Our status board indicates that all aspects are ready. Instrument node is ready, spacecraft ready. Final check of the emergency detection system. That ready light also on. First stage preparations are completed.
All systems are okay. We're on. Ready to go to cockpit. Standby motor. Okay, you're on. All systems go.
T-minus 45 seconds and counting. First stage liquid oxygen tank has been pressurized, and the pressure is still building up. Coming up in 90 seconds, mark T-minus 90 seconds and counting. The Apollo 8 crew standing by, spacecraft commander Frank Warner, Jim Lovell, Bill Anders. We now report that the liquid hydrogen tank on the third stage is pressurized. 1 minute 15 seconds. All three stage propellants pressurized at this time as we come up on the 60-second mark on the flight to the moon. T-minus 60 seconds of counting. is completely pressurized. We're coming up on a power transfer shortly. We have the power transfer. We're now on the flight batteries within the launch vehicle. Final reports coming from Roland at this time. Final look at the switch board of the spacecraft. 20 seconds, all aspects. We are single roll at this time. 15 minutes, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
Apollo 8 successfully orbited the moon, and the astronauts returned safely to the Earth.